Quick thank you. So first of all, I just want to thank all of you guys for being here. I know our family appreciates it. Kacia and Corey appreciate it. So please stay late, eat, drink, dance, be merry. Next of all, I want to thank the Miller family for all you've done for the wedding, for the rehearsal dinner last night. You joined a very elite group of in-laws with the Edsons and the Adams. And whenever I get married, the Tebows. So welcome to the club. That's good. And then last but not least, I want to thank my parents for all you've done. I know Kacia and Corey appreciate the love, support, money, so thank you. Okay, so my speech has two parts, so bear with me. The first part is just some things to know about Kacia to Corey. I've been her best friend, sister, roommate for the last 25 years, so I feel like I'm the expert on her. And then the second part is just a brief history of Kacia and Corey's relationship, because I'm obviously the expert on that as well. So, okay, so bear with me. Corey, here are some things to know about Kacia, no particular order. Number one, she is very kind, which I'm sure you already knew. From making dinners for her family, to playing with her nieces and nephews, to putting socks on my feet for me when I'm too cold and lazy to get out of bed. She's just a genuinely kind person. Number two, she's extremely thoughtful. She's always thinking of ways to do things for other people. For example, I usually make like a to list of things to do when I get home from work, and sometimes she'll go in my room and try to do as many of them as she can before I get home. I'm not sure how many hours a day she spends in my room. That part's weird, but the point is that she's purposefully thoughtful. So. Number three, she's the cleanest slob around. What I mean by that is that she is probably the only person in our family who's cleaned the toilet in the last 10 years, but she also leaves her clothes in the exact spot she steps out of them until the next time she washes them. I think the best example is one time I walked by her room, and on the floor were suitcases from a trip we'd gone on about a month before, and on top of it was a chair that Kacia was standing on to clean the fan blades. And I'm like, so that bothers you, but so that's Kacia's cleaning habits. So, all right. Number four, all the nieces and nephews will like her more than you. No matter what, you can try to bribe them with gifts, you can try to play with them more, you can do anything you want, but just trust me, they're just going to like her a little bit better. I know. So, they like you, they already do, but just don't make it a competition. All right, number five. She remembers the most obscure movie quotes from the most obscure movies, and she'll expect you to do the same. So, appease her, play along, act like you know what she's talking about. She likes it. Number six, she has a slight shoe obsession, and by slight, I mean the opposite of that. So, just prepare for the future houses. Number seven, she will draw you close to the Lord simply by being around her. So, from her own personal quiet times, her involvement in church. Just the way she treats people, she just exemplifies a Christ-like character, so it's impossible to not rub off on you as well. Not that you need it, but it's good. It can't hurt anybody. Number eight, when she sleeps, she breathes louder than anyone I have ever met. So think Darth Vader. So good luck with that. Number nine, she's not a fan of publicly declared affection. About a year ago, we saw a man serenading a woman with a guitar. Kacia's like, if Corey ever did that to me, I'd dump him on the spot. So that is not the way to her heart. Don't do it. Number 10, everyone likes Kacia. She's just easy to be around. She goes with the flow. She's nice to people. She's likable. So parents, grandparents, kids, teenagers, random people at the grocery store, they all like her. So those are 10 things to know about her, which I'm sure most of which you already knew. I was joking with some friends a few weeks ago about how all I was going to say for my speech is that I don't consider this gaining a brother, I consider it losing a sister. But I realized there's way too many to actually say. So, but what I mean by that is absolutely nothing against you, Corey, because I think you're a great addition to the family. I think you're a great addition in Corey's life, Kacia's life, and I'm excited to see what the Lord has in store in your future. But I do consider Kacia a treasure and a gift, so a little part of me is sad because I'm losing a little bit, but I'm excited for you to get to enjoy that. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Okay, that concludes part one of my speech. So now we're going to move on from the sappy part of the speech to what I hope will not be the crappy part of the speech, but no promises there. Okay, so this is just a brief history of Kacia and Corey's relationship, maybe for those of you who don't know. And I wrote in my notes, catch breath if needed. So I'm going to listen to my control freak self, take a little break. All right, Okay, part two. I'm gonna need a little bit of help, so DJ, can you help me out? Now this is a story all about how Kacia and Corey are sitting here now, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how my sister became Mrs. Corey Melaire. In Southeast Mesa, born and raised, cooking and cleaning is how she spent most of her days. Working at the vet, helping at church, coaching some b-ball whenever she could. When along came Corey, who was helping my dad. Thought he and Kacia would go well together. Well, he was pretty into Kacia, but she wasn't feeling it. So off he moved to coaching Indiana. I guess it's true, just makes heart grow fonder. So once he moved away, Kacia started to ponder. He was a pretty nice guy, even if he is a geek. I can even let it slide that he's a Star Wars freak. For real, yo, this was good. The only little problem was they lived in different states, so they called each other nightly, texted all day, realized long distance was gonna be okay. But Corey had to choose whether to pursue his dream, stay in Indiana or move back to AZ. He went back and forth, and his mind was all a fluster, but decided to stay with his little dream crusher. For them, there was some give and take, a little mayhem. Plus Corey helped Kacia not to spend all her money. Kacia helped Corey not to dress so funny. Dating was going great, so they thought about the future. Realized getting married would be kind of super. So Corey asked permission and went shopping for a ring, and decided to tell Kacia it was more than just a fling. He got down on his knee, asked her to be his wife, and if she's honest with herself, she had to think twice. She gave him a hug and said, yes, I would. Corey said to Kacia, this is gonna be good. In front of us as husband and wife. We all were here to witness the stay in their life. So grab yourself a glass, raise it in the air. Let's give a big toast to Mr. and Mrs. Melaire.